So today we shall discuss about competitive static analysis and how it is used in understanding the market model or the national income model. And by competitive static analysis we understand that it is an analysis which studies how the equilibrium level of endogenous variables will be affected due to change in the equilibrium level of exogenous variables. Okay, so for better understanding this concept, let us go to the market model. Here we have the quantity demand equation and quantity supplied equation. Now over here QD and QS then P's are the basically quantity are basically the endogenous variables. That is, these variables are needed to be determined, and this A, B, C, D are constants or exogenous variables. These variables are given. Okay, so A and B are the intercept and slope coefficient of the demand function. C and D are the intercept and the slope coefficient of the supply function. Okay, and so we will try to find out how in this model how the equilibrium level of price and equilibrium level of quantity reacts to change in these exogenous variables. Okay, so as we all know, at that equilibrium point quantity demand is equal to quantity supplied. Okay, so what we will do, we will equate these two equations. Okay, and then by simple simplification we will reach at a point where equilibrium price is determined. So we have determined the equilibrium price and it is given by A plus C divided by B plus D. So this is the equation of equilibrium price. Okay, now after finding out the value of equilibrium price, what we will do, we will substitute this value of equilibrium price in any of the equation of quantity demand or quantity supplied, and that's what we have done. And we will by simple modification or simple multiplication simplification we will be able to derive the quantity equilibrium quantity equation. Okay, this is the equilibrium quantity equation. Now you guys might ask me that why I have not written here quantity demand or quantity supplied. Okay, basically I have used a quantity demand equation, but I have not written here QD. This is because at equilibrium QD equals to QS, and at equilibrium we have only one quantity. So quantity demanded equals to quantity supply occurs in the equilibrium condition, and it can be denoted by a Q, single Q or Q bar. Okay, so Q bar is nothing but denoting a equilibrium quantity. Similarly, P bar is nothing but equilibrium price. So we have determined the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity, and we have seen that both of these endogenous variables, equilibrium quantities of endogenous variables, depends upon A, B and C, D. Okay, so if there occurs any change in A, B or C, D, obviously the equilibrium quantities of price and equilibrium amount of price and quantity will change, will face some impact. Okay, that means if A changes, then obviously it will have some impact on Q. If D changes, then obviously it will again have some impact on Q. So in order to find out their marginal impact, what we will do, we will partially differentiate each of the endogenous variables with A, B, C and D. So first we have this price equation, equilibrium price equation. Let us see what impact does A has on equilibrium price, and to find out the marginal impact of A on price, what we are doing, we are partially differentiating P with respect to A. Okay, and we will derive this as an answer. Now it is not elaborated over here, so I will be showing you a rough how to derive this answer. So this is the rough part. So we have the price equation over here. What we are doing, we are partially differentiating it with respect to A. Okay, and we have used the division rule, and by simple simplification we can see that we are left with this answer. Okay, so if 1 unit of A changes, then equilibrium price will change by this amount, 1 by B plus D. Similarly, if one amount of B changes, then again to find out the marginal impact of B, we upon P equilibrium price, we will partially differentiate equilibrium price by B, and we will arrive at this answer. Okay, so I am not showing the rough part over here again and again, so you can try out these derivations in your home. Just go for partial differentiation with respect to A, B, C and D, and you will derive this answer. Okay, and now you can see that partial differentiation of equilibrium price with respect to A and C has given you the same answer, and this changes in C and A gives you a positive impact upon P. See, all the terms in the answers are in plus form or are positive in nature. So obviously a change in A will imply a positive impact on price. A change in C will imply a positive impact on price, equilibrium price. However, in case of B and D, a 1 unit change or marginal change in B and D will give you a negative impact upon price, because this answers comes with an subtraction sign or negative sign. Okay, so what we have seen, that if the intercept terms changes, A or C, if A or C changes, equilibrium price changes and is positively related with A and C. If A and C increases, then equilibrium price will increase. If A or C decreases, equilibrium price will decrease. Okay, this is the meaning of positive change or positive relationship. Okay, however, if the slope coefficient increases or decreases, then equilibrium price will face a negative impact. Okay, so this is written over here. The same thing that I have explained to you is summarized over here. Okay, now we are done with the equilibrium price. Now what we will do, we will move to equilibrium quantity. Now equilibrium quantity's equation is this. Now what we can do, we have to partially differentiate equilibrium quantity with respect to A, then with respect to B, then with respect to C, and with respect to D, and ultimately we will derive the marginal impacts. Okay, so in this case also we will see that if A and C changes, if A changes, then there is a positive impact on quantity, equilibrium quantity. If B changes, there is a negative impact on equilibrium quantity. If C changes, there is a negative impact on equilibrium quantity, and if D changes, there is a positive impact on equilibrium quantity. So we are done with the competitive static analysis. We wanted to study how the endogenous variable equilibrium amount of endogenous variable changes with a change in the exogenous variable. So equilibrium amount of endogenous variables were Q and P, and we have identified how P and Q reacts with its exogenous variables. Okay.